I'm Margaret.
And I'm Olivia. And we're here to chat. I'm eating food because I haven't eaten all day. That was my mistake. Should have planned.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I've been snacking through my sessions, which I feel like I always get weird about that. Like, I don't know, because the clients are always like, are you okay if I eat in front of you? And I'm like, well, I don't care. And even with clients I've seen for years, I'm like, is it okay if I have Cheez-Its? And they're like, Margaret, you ask this every time. And I'm like, I need permission to do life.
It feels weird. I feel the same way.
It is very weird. But we are going to, it's funny, I told Olivia earlier, I was like, I have something I want to talk about today. And then that was like, what, I think like 8 hours ago. And then now she asks me, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like crazy how much like my thoughts and stuff can shift. So we're just going to roll with it and start with our check-in of how we're feeling in this moment. So
yeah, Margaret, how are you feeling in this moment?
I was going to ask you, okay.
Too bad.
Me. I'm feeling... Taking a breath. I'm feeling calm and grounded, which is funny because 10 minutes ago I was feeling a little anxious. Again, just how such a shift can change, but I'm feeling good, and I feel like there's something else I can't put my finger on, and I want to say hopeful. I feel like I've been saying that a lot recently. I don't know if it's in the podcast or just in general, but just hopeful, not for something specific, but just excited about the day and what else it's going to bring.
Today, specifically.
Is it today's?
You said hopeful for what the day...
Oh, yeah, I guess the rest of the day, yeah.
Wow.
I know, look at me. And what time is it, like 5 or 4:30? Who knows? But Liv, where are you at in this moment?
I feel like today's been very go, go, go. And a lot of having to be on.
Yeah.
Even though on for me is just being authentic. Whatever, you know what I mean? But honestly, that's exhausting.
Yeah.
But I've had fun today in this moment. I feel very grateful that I have warm food in my hand. I feel happy that I'm here with you.
Oh, yay.
To just have a space to talk about whatever. My calves have been killing me, and I think it's because I don't move my body enough. And I think I just walked up the stairs carrying my laundry, and now, like, when I walk, it, like, looks like I'm limping.
Oh, no.
I know, it's pretty bad. And, of course, I'm, like, such a hypochondriac where, and I don't mean to use that term, whatever, where, like, I read the stuff online, and I'm like, is it a blood clot? Could it be a blood clot? And, of course, I've got, like, doctor and nurse parents, so I'm like, do I message them? Or no, not yet.
So, you bring up an interesting point with that. Like, is it helpful having parents? I didn't know that both your parents were in the medical field.
It is extremely helpful to get prescriptions very quickly because my dad can just sign it. Sometimes they have differing opinions. They're also divorced, so that's funny.
Oh, okay.
And my mom's a nurse, dad's a doctor.
Oh, okay.
I never missed school because I was sick. I think they would change that now, but back in the day it was like, oh, we've seen worse. You're going to school.
The cons of having doctor parents
yeah,
are good
they're
enough.
like, you're fucking fine, Olivia. But it's nice to, like, send a picture of, like, if I have, like, a rash or something, I'd be like, Dad, what is this? And he's pretty good at, like, being able to identify, need this dose of whatever, go pick up it, whatever.
Oh, that's like my spiral dream, is to have someone I can do that to.
Now it's just a matter of having the money to afford all the prescriptions that I need.
You don't get a discount?
He'll send me, like, good RX discounts and stuff, but...
Yeah, I know, that goes... Yeah. So it's all, I mean, is there anything that's, I guess, not so good about having that?
No, it's honestly, like, it's great. It's really nice. I mean, I make fun of my mom because she is like, why don't you have a pulse oximeter? Everyone has a pulse oximeter. I'm like, Mom, no, they don't. You do. She's like, well, all my patients do. I'm like, Mom, your patients are above the age of, like, 50.
Right.
Like, and they have respiratory issues. Like, I don't have one. She's like, well, what about this and that?
I guess I have to get a pulse oximeter. I'm not... I've always been low-key. Well, probably not low-key, because I think I've told you, but, like, low-key, high-key jealous of that you have, like, that outlet, just because when you were saying, too, about, like, being, like, I'm going to use the term hypochondria, and, like, searching everything and stuff like that. In my journey of the last, like, month or two, I've noticed I'm very quick to put things in a good or bad category.
Sure.
As you clearly saw when I asked, what's the good and the bad? But I've noticed that some things can be helpful when looking up that stuff. And then some stuff can just, like, send me in a spiral. Like, it really just depends on what it is and also the day, like, how I'm feeling already. Because, and I hate to admit this because I'm a therapist, but it's fine. I use ChatGPT to look at stuff, and the problem I would run into is, like, I would, like, write out, like, a bunch of stuff. Like, this is what I'm experiencing. This is what's going on.
Oh, man.
No, it was
Rough.
bad. Like, I'm spiraling to the chatbot. And, like, let's say he wrote it's a he, I've already concluded. He, Jeremy, writes back, and let's say it's exactly what I thought, right? You think that would give me clarity and make me feel good, but then it's almost like, again, depending on the day, like, okay, I thought that's what it was. I have a small part of relief, but then I'm like, I can't believe I let it get like this. How could I have done something better to stop it? And then it just, like, goes and goes.
Spiral after spiral.
Absolutely. And then, I mean, I'm all over the place today. I have a infection on my finger because, unfortunately, I went back to my nail biting a little bit.
Oh, so that's what that was.
Yes, I found out. I'm going to my doctor let me send in some pictures of it, so that's what she thinks it is, but I'm going in Thursday or tomorrow for her to get a look at it. But I just Googled that, and I remember Jeff, my fiance, was like, oh, God, you're going to spiral. I'm like, not about this.
Right.
Like, I feel like it's really easy for me to spiral with ChatGPT, for example, when it's about my anxiety or my anxiety medications versus an infection on my finger. Like, my mind doesn't go to, like, oh, my God, it's going to turn into, like...
PSA, don't use ChatGPT for...
Do not.
Therapy. Talk to us.
Yes,
somebody.
please.
I don't know what I was going to say.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm also all over the place.
Well, I have something just when you said about the ChatGPT thing. I found it so... After all that spiraling stuff, because I've seen a lot of articles, because I went down a Reddit rabbit hole, and about how therapists and other, like, medical professionals were, like, pretending to be patients and talking to ChatGPT, and how it, like, caused them to even spiral more, or would, like, encourage them to, like, end medications, or stop abruptly, and, like, just how you maneuver it and stuff. And, yes, to your point of do not use it for that, because... there have been times where I went to the doctor and ChatGPT has been correct. And that is all great and dandy. But when I saw, like, those Reddit posts about it, I started kind of dabbling into it. And, like, I don't know, it's very tricky. Like, certain words I would use or being like, no, that's not going to work. It would say, like, okay.
I agree with you.
Yeah, like, maybe you need to stop this. Maybe you need to stop cold turkey. And not even, like... say anything about maybe asking a professional, maybe talking to, like, a trusted family or friend, and just how...
It's so scary.
It is. Just how inhuman it is.
Part of me's like, can we talk about something else?
Yes, let's please do. I was getting a little anxious about it.
I'm getting so anxious. My goodness.
Don't look at me. I mean,
don't
I know.
I mean... I'm thinking about, I told this to people earlier today here, but how, like, I've been feeling, like, very burnt out, and so I got myself HelloFresh subscription again for food, and that is me problem solving, like, my grocery, like, I will shop for groceries and then all my food will rot because I won't make it. But for some reason, if, like, it's a curated recipe for me and not a recipe that I curated, it, like, feels more important to me. Like, I don't know, it's interesting. Because it's literally like I would have purchased those ingredients to make a recipe like this.
This is a very weird way of thinking of it, because even though it's not like it's a subscription, it's not like a person. But do you think because you already paid for it, it's already at your house, like it's almost like a responsibility? Like,
it is me being more mindful about my money.
Okay,
honestly, because if I'm just getting like a drive-through food, like I won't even pay attention to that. It's $10, another $10, another $10. But if I'm paying for a subscription, I know how much money went for my food, and that's honestly something I need to work on. So, yeah.
I actually have something to add to this. Look at us, we're just going through it. Speaking of, like, the money and stuff, so I know you guys are probably sick and tired of me talking about Pilates, but it has meaning right now, okay? Because Pilates is a lot of, like, gyms like that, whether it's, like, you know, Burn Boot Camp or Orange Theory, you know, like, it is more expensive. And I was just like, why? Like, why is it so expensive? And I mean, just real quick, there's only like 12 people in the class. They like modify everything for you. It's a very tight-knit community. All of this to say, I was getting really hard on myself about like, this is really expensive. Oh, also PSA, if any of you guys are in the mental health field or are a medical professional, most of those places give you a discount. So if you want a $30 discount, do that.
$30 is still not enough, but...
It's not enough, but it's something. It gets me going.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Now as I'm saying this, I feel like this wasn't connected, but I'm going to make it connected. Looking at being like, oh my God, like this is so much money. But the fact that I've been paying for it, and I know how much money is taken out, I went every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I didn't go, if I didn't have that money already taken out, because I could have just been like, okay, I'm going to cancel it next month. But I'm like, well, this big chunk just got taken out. I'm going to use it to my advantage.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I've been going all the time, and I've been, even if like, because I used to not be a morning person, and sometimes the only class available will be like 6:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even early for me still now. And I'm like, well, you spent $200+
Mm-hmm.
this month, you're going to go.
I remember I did that where, like, I paid for a bunch of bar classes, and I would go at 6:30 in the morning before this, like, special thing I had to do for a week. Like, I went because that was the only time I had available.
Right.
But it was really nice, and I really missed that routine.
Yeah.
But it is hard to get it established.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how I even got established. Well, I guess it was because I was like, well, I'm spending a lot of money, let me keep doing it. And also, I think just with me, I have a lot of morning anxiety in general. So
What does that mean?
what does that mean? I wake up with kind of like a jolt of energy, and that doesn't sound as bad, but it's matched with the mental thought of like dread of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Even though like I love my job, it could be like I'm going to work and then I'm having dinner after work. It's nothing scary, nothing that I wouldn't do, but I wake up and it's like I see my day like so up close, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so much, or like, how am I going to feel today? And
I understand.
so I realized when I was doing the Pilates classes, because I was, tracking, I'm a big tracker, tracking how I felt before and after, and I realized that like I needed to expel that energy. Because I think in the
Give
morning,
it somewhere to go.
yeah, like in the morning, like again, like meditation can be nice, or yoga, but I don't know, I just felt like I'd be so like jittery and just like almost like the flutteriness and like the stomach feeling in the morning. Then I would mentally be like, what's going on with me? Why am I anxious? It would already just start my spiral for the day. And then now with like going to the Pilates class, I feel good, and then I've expelled some energy, and then even the spirals or the anxiety that comes throughout the day, it's not as like intense.
And Margaret, you also walk periodically throughout the day too.
So you want to hear something?
I would love to.
So
I love not talking right now. It's great.
I will take over. You eat your bread. Yeah, so for all of you that don't know, I used to walk a shit ton. Like I was walking 10 to 11,000 steps a day. I realized, and it's funny that you asked that, I don't really walk a lot anymore during the day. I think today I had like a 15-minute break somewhere, and I was like, well, I think I want to go for a walk. And I was going for a walk. It's not that it's bad, but it's almost just like I had the thought of like, yeah, this is fine, but I kind of just want to like relax in my office. It was at first it was kind of sad because I'm like, wow, I haven't really walked a lot. But probably another piece of information that's good is that when I was having when I would have really increased panic or panic attacks, I was walking like hours a day, and I think
that was your coping skill.
It was, and I think I overdid it, and now it's just like
You're connecting it to it.
Kind of, yeah. Like I associate it with just racing thoughts a bit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And now you have a new place to exert your energy, and you've got that place in the morning to establish your day. And so now you're just finding moments of like, okay, I'm stressed, so I'm going to relax. I'm going to make my tea. I'm going to...
Yeah, which is so crazy for me, because normally I'm like, I gotta go, I gotta run. And in the... I gotta walk, not run. Never run. But in the morning, that works to work out. But now, I've realized, like, as the day goes on, I'll... Even just being like, I'm going to pop in Olivia's office, or I'm going to pop in Ozzy's office and talk. And that's another way to expel it, technically, but not walking.
Yeah. Interesting. How do I exert my energy?
Took the words out of my mouth.
Talking to a void.
Okay.
Sometimes it's me recording myself on my Instagram story talking to people. I'm like,
nice.
I don't know, guys, blah, blah, blah. oftentimes I'll, like, delete it 2 hours later, which is funny. But I, one, do it to, like, model to people that, like, I'm not this perfect image that they think that I am, because I think a lot of people, I've talked about this before, maybe not here, are intimidated by me, and I'm like, guys, I'm really not that intimidating. Like, I'm pretty sloppy.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sloppy. I just, like, sound very confident. So kind of modeling that vulnerability. I don't walk a lot on my own. My boyfriend and I will walk together, and that's really nice. Honestly, I've been searching for a way to exert it, because it's a lot of just, like, working on projects that are at the computer, editing the podcast, whatever. And I'm like, I want to do something that isn't the things that I'm already in my apartment, in the office, watching TV. Like, I really am on a quest.
But does it, like, when you're doing that stuff, does it expel it how you want it to?
There is some sort of, like, dopamine rush. But it also can feel very, like, scatterbrained. And so when I was doing stuff here, I was, like, editing stuff here at the office, and I'm like, oh, this feels... I still have that scatterbrainedness, but I like having it here and not at home, because then I'll be, like, in bed and I'll be thinking about all the stuff that I need to do. And it's just, like... And I could do it at home. But there is a nice... When you dedicate an area to work, it's nice to separate it.
That's very true. Sense? No, it does make sense. I had something to say and then I forgot it. Give me a second.
It's okay. You keep looking at me like I have bread on my face, and I'm getting very paranoid.
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay,
I'm
great.
just looking at you.
Okay, great.
I'm just gazing at you.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, just going back to, like, the energy, wanting to just try to find something new. Do you think that... I'm trying to think, like, not wanting to just be, like, sitting down and doing stuff, or is it the stuff you're doing when you're sitting down, like working on projects, working on the podcast?
Something beyond just sitting. And that my calves hurt, right? So, and my boyfriend yesterday, he was like, well, I don't want to say it, but you don't really move that much. And I was like, why don't you want to say that? And that was a whole conversation. And I'm like, honey, you've said it before. He's like, well, even still. But, like, just rehearing that, it's like, yeah, I don't move my body as much as I used to, and I miss it, if that's performing on stage, because that was like a physical activity, right? Even directing, I was, like, moving around and, like, helping people. But a lot of my job now is sitting and talking with people. And at the hospital, sometimes I'll stand during the groups. Other times I'll just sit and watch while they do their thing. Just depends. So I'm craving some sort of, And
I know, I mean, probably all the tips I'm going to give is when your calves are feeling better. Because it's hard to give you one when...
But maybe it'll help to actually move them. You know what I mean?
You're right. Well, I was going to say, have you ever, like, walked while you were, like, doing a group or a session?
I'm shaking my head no.
Oh.
No. Have you?
Yes.
Yeah?
I have. And for anyone listening, I know it may sound strange, but hear me out. Because I never thought that it'd be okay to, like, walk around during a session. And with my ADHD, too, and I'm just kind of getting over... Not even just my ADHD, but I guess me. My ADHD, my anxiety, me. Like, sometimes I feel like I have to move. And, like, sometimes a fidget or, like, shuffling my feet isn't enough. So, not with in-person clients. I feel like maybe I'd feel a little weird walking around the room, but I have had clients virtual where I'll say, like, hey, like, I need to kind of get up and move around. And let me tell you how fucking uncomfortable it was to say that. Like, of course, that advice was given by our boss, Brandon. He's like, well, just go and walk around. I'm like, I'm not going to pace and walk around on the call, but... I didn't mean to do this on purpose, but I think I picked the perfect clients to do it with, because a lot of times it was either my younger kiddos or my adults that had, you know, like ADHD or anxiety or felt the need to move, and with my kiddos, so I would do that, and it felt so uncomfortable at first, but then I realized it made me feel better. I had to kind of get over that embarrassment, I guess, of doing that, but then realizing, like, wow, this works, and now I can perform better and feel better, and then... Towards the end, I'll never forget it, one of my clients, one of my kiddos started doing it. Aww. And she'd be like, I kind of want to, like, move around. She would, like, be cleaning her room and, like, putting, like, her, like, stuff in her drawer.
I went to an expressive therapies summit, expressive arts therapy summit last year, and one of them was a movement therapy, dance movement. And they were talking about how, like, during this group, if you, workshop, if you want to move around, like, please do it, whatever. She's like, you'll always be able to tell who the dance movement therapists are in meetings, because we're all just always standing or stretching and things. And I think about that often, of like, yeah, if I feel uncomfortable, I can shift my body. Like, I don't have to. But individual, I've never done it. Groups, sure, I'll walk around, whatever. I don't even know if I'm thinking about it intentionally like that, but yeah.
I was even thinking too, not even just in sessions, but I feel like you said this, I could be wrong, but about like even just like shaking it out or dancing.
Yes,
or
I said that earlier today.
Did, right?
I was talking about how before I, like with my first community client ever, I had a really, in my mind, bad first session. It was fine. I'm a perfectionist. But before the second session, I started dancing and moving my body, and I felt so great just to exert it somewhere. And I've seen videos of like people who identify as autistic. They'll say, for all you neurotypical people out there, like, you ever just try and shake your hands and see how good it feels? Because it feels really good. Just give it a try. Like, and it was, I was like, yeah, just getting that energy out is so nice. It doesn't have to be when you're excited. It can just be when you're stressed. Like, when I do warm-ups with theater, with groups of theater people, did I spit at you?
No, they're just fuzz floating around.
I will have us all like scream or like throw our like stress into the circle, and it's such a good, I don't know, way to like start the day, good intention, whatever. But also we're moving our bodies. Yeah.
I love that.
I hope that made sense.
No, it did make sense. I feel like the question I'm about to ask, we're already answering it, but I guess for people that wanted to know like how, I'm bringing it back to kind of what we all talked about like how to help with morning anxiety or finding ways how to expel energy and like how to find out like what works for people.
Somebody that steps outside is the first thing they do every morning.
Okay.
It's just to step outside, which I think is very interesting.
Like not do anything, just stand?
Just stand, yeah. Air in the face, atmosphere, or just drink a glass of water. I don't really have a morning ritual yet. Do you, now that you work out?
Is working out not counted as my morning ritual?
Well, I guess so, but I mean, like, even like, okay, you get up and then you...
Oh, yes, I do. It's actually very to the book, which also has its ups and downs. But, no, I get up, I feed my cats, and then I take my vitamins. Am I going through the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, take my vitamins, take my medicine.
Why stop?
I don't know. And then I do have a skincare routine that I do now. I'll shower. Sometimes I'm more of a night shower person, so it depends. Brush my teeth, pack my lunch for work. What else do I do? Sometimes I'll read in the morning a little bit.
Wow.
I know, and then I put on my, you guys can hear or see, my 3 bracelets. No joke, I went home, and my engagement ring. I went home because I forgot these bracelets. And see, that's where it gets a little, I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
And then I go to my Pilates class, and then I come to work. And normally, I like to pick a class where I have about like an hour when I get to work, just to like relax and like recoup. And then like I make my tea, I check my email and all that stuff. But yeah, going to where like it tends to sometimes I get too rigid with it. Now I had time to go back and drive home for it, which is fine. But I remember I was getting gas for work, and I looked down and I realized I didn't have my bracelets. And yes, the gas station's right by my house, but the feeling I felt of not having it on made me feel so, like, out of it.
What does it do for you? What do they do for you?
Well, I will say, I am into, like, crystals and all of that stuff, and my whole thought is whether you believe it or not, if it sets an intention and makes you feel good, that's what I do. So, these bracelets, I can't remember the names of them, but the black onyx one's supposed to be for, like, groundedness. I guess I do. The citrine is for, like, happiness, prosperity. It's, like, gold. And then I don't know the name of this one, but it's supposed to be good for, like, panic and anxiety. And so I just put them on in the morning. And, like, when I put them on, I just think about, like, what they're for. And who really knows if that helps or not, but I think it just makes me feel a lot better setting that intention. So I think not having it on.
Yeah.
But I've also been that person to where, like, if I don't have my tea in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't have my tea. And I'm like, but hear this, Liv. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot.
No, I'm really glad you are, because I'm so exhausted, and I'm like, oh my God, you're not talking enough, Olivia.
I'm getting too much energy. No, please, let me overcompensate for the last 2 times. The caveat.
These intentional.
Yeah.
Who knows if it works, Olivia?
Yeah, but I thought I said something after that. Oh, but I did a little experimentation. So, like I said earlier, I've been going to my workout class every day. And there was this yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I accidentally didn't wake up on time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I missed the class. And I tried to look for one afterwards, and there was none available.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh crap, like, and this is something I do every day, like, what am I gonna do? And I went for a walk, you know, and I don't know, I didn't really do much. But that's when I decided at that day, like, okay, I am gonna take a shower in the morning, because even though I do it normally at night, like, it'll be something that at least will wake me up in some way. Because I remember I was freaked out. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, and I thought, I'm like, why am I giving this so much power?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what, Margaret? You're just going to work out every day for the rest of your life and never have a break?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just going to work out all the time. And it's nice because they are low impact and good, but eventually I'm going to hit a point where
Sure.
I need a break. And I went through yesterday just fine. I will say, though, however, I was a bit more blah,
Mm-hmm.
like, but I think it's just because, like, working out does make me
Right.
feel good.
Right.
But I showed myself I can do it.
Totally, and you'll have more days like that, whether you're like on vacation or
Right.
doing something else, and yeah.
That's what, it's funny you said that, because me and Jeff are planning to go to Tennessee in
Mhm.
October, and he's like, what are you going to do, find a Pilates class there and go to the studio? I'm like, I just might. No, but, yeah, I don't know, at least for me, like, I didn't realize I was doing this. What's the word? Not rituals,
Routine.
thank you. Routines can be helpful, but also for me, it can also be like a slippery slope. Like, I'm
Right.
curious for you, like, because I know you said you don't have too much of a morning routine. Like, do you think, like, there could be some
I feel like
problems with it?
I feel like I'm ignoring your question and answering a different one.
That's fine. I'll take it.
I think about how, like, well, one day if you have a family, like, your routine is going to be built in for you, and you will be getting up because you'll be taking your kids to school and blah blah blah, and like that'll force you to be up and, you know, make coffee or make breakfast and things. And because I live alone and I don't have anybody else but myself, it's really hard for me to, like, treat myself like a. I mean, I still take care of myself, obviously. Obviously, but there are a lot of things that I neglect or put on the back burner as a priority because the only one it's hurting is me, and so there's nobody else to, like, I don't know. But I do dream of being a person that, like, wakes up in the morning and makes their coffee. I don't want to make coffee, but, like, makes some sort of drink and sits outside and breathes for a little bit. I used to be so big into, like, my gratitude journal. Like, I had thousands of things on that list, and it was, like, so my identity. I was so happy. But I have all these journals and this rocking chair in my bedroom, and I don't use it, and I just am like, is it when I start working out again that will happen? Is it, what is it going to take for me? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
EF coach over here being like, I don't know.
I don't know what to do. People need to get more comfortable with saying, I don't know.
Yes.
Just want to say that out there. What is, like, because you're saying, like, you're seeing these things that you want to, like, be a part of.
Yeah.
Like, what is, when you have that thought, like, what stops you from trying it right now?
I think because I've been so busy with school and, like, just trying to make ends meet, it's like any extra time I get to rest, I really try and squeeze out. Forgetting that rest can look like other things beyond just napping and sleeping.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's that.
Okay. That's fair enough. Honestly, it's interesting hearing, like, that perspective too, because I've always said I want to be that person that has that routine. Like, I would wake up, like, 30 minutes before I have to be at work, and it takes 20 minutes to get to work, and I would just brush my teeth, put my hair up,
Right, roll out of bed.
and that was it. And now that I have that, it's like I always think, like, oh, if I just had this one thing, it would be so much better, you know? And now I have that routine, and it kind of fucks me up sometimes, like, even on the weekends, because I don't have work.
Because when it goes off, yeah.
Like, I think it was this past Saturday, it was, like, obviously I didn't have work, and I did my class, But Jeff, he was working overnight the night before, so he was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So I was by myself, had no interaction.
Oh.
And I was like, what the hell do I do?
Yeah.
Like, I'm used to working, I'm used to talking to people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's my big thing too. It's like just living alone. There are so many great things about it, but also like I want someone to clean my blender after I make a smoothie because I want to make smoothies every morning, but I don't want to clean all the time.
Fair enough.
It's just we're not meant to live alone. We've talked about this before. We grew up literally in community and tribes and things, and like it's. I notice often. I'm like, oh yeah, like you're not built to do all this. Like,
right.
Of course you're exhausted, Olivia. Of course you're not going to do your laundry until it's like you have to do your laundry. Yeah, I just would like assistance, and my boyfriend's amazing, and will like ask when he's available. Like, hey, do you? He literally, I have laundry in my basement, but he picked up my laundry from my place and walked like 30 minutes back to his place with my laundry to do it for me.
Shout out to Winslow.
I
have to do the shout out. Aww.
Yeah, he's great. And he messaged me today if I wanted anything from Aldi for dinner, so woohoo.
Well, look at you.
I know. So I got like that support, but it's also like this battle I have with independence, I think. I talked about this on my other podcast, so I'm getting a little confused.
Oh.
I just recorded a podcast before this, so my brain is like so exhausted. When I was growing up, my mom was so helpful, and I remember as a kid in elementary school crying on the floor. She was helping me with homework, and I was like, Mom, you have to stop helping me because one day I'm not going to be able to get your help. And it was this big fear I had that I wouldn't be able to do things on my own, but actually she was teaching me everything I needed to do.
To do it on your own,
to
right?
do it on my own, and I still call her for help, right? And I think that's the biggest thing is like it's okay to need help and ask for help. We can't do this on our own.
Absolutely.
I don't know how we got here, but
I don't know either. That's what I love though about doing this podcast is like just it going to like a different direction. That's why I'm happy I didn't say like what I wanted to talk about earlier, because if I wanted to, it would come up. So that is good.
I did appreciate though, like it's like with clients where you messaged me this morning like, hey, I feel like we should be talking about this, and to know that you're thinking about it outside of the space is really, it's so sweet. And I don't know, my friend too today, I was meeting with her yesterday, and I was like, you should do a podcast and this, and I texted her this morning like, hey, I'm thinking about this idea you could do with that thing, and she sent me a voice message like, I love that you were thinking about me beyond just our conversation. And yeah,
I'm happy to hear that. I don't know, I think hearing what you said too about, I have so many thoughts, hold on. I have so many thoughts at once. Hearing what you said earlier about the gratitude journal, and I know it's funny, I know you've mentioned that a few times, a bunch of times, because we've talked not even just at work, but outside about that. For some reason, hearing it this time, and then when you had said like, oh, like it was really nice when you reached out, makes me want to do more gratitude in the morning. Because yes, I mean, I did that because like I'm so thankful like for Olivia, and like I wrote that thing, but I don't know. Again, I think going back to like thought I had of like what are tips to find things out about how to help with morning anxiety, help with whatever, is just talking to people. Like, I wasn't even asking, like, I mean, maybe I was, but I wasn't planning to be like, oh, today Olivia's going to give me a tip on what to do in the morning. And I know when you reminded me of that text that I sent you, I just remember in that moment, I just felt so happy and good, and I was just so excited and wanted to do more of that. So, thank you.
Yeah. I was also talking about this earlier. Joy and gratitude are so important, and a thing I utilize a lot with my clients is like homework assignments. It's like, you're gonna find something joyful and you're gonna tell me about it next week. Okay, you're gonna do it again. You're gonna do it again, and it does end up changing them. And I think I need to listen to my homework assignments.
Don't we all?
Because it's so much easier to give to somebody. I want my own coach like that. Brandon's great, you're great, but I love my philosophy, you know, and there's a reason I have my philosophy, and it would be really nice to utilize myself as a tool more.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. That was just a very profound thing to say. I felt like
no, I
am a tool.
I know, I was like, ooh, you are. I don't know, something I was thinking of as like, sorry, I got distracted by the fire truck.
Yeah.
Over it. What you said too about like wanting to like
get that also in the same way. Is I don't know if you do this with your clients, because I've done the same thing with my clients that are either very negative or very angry. Is I'll do all the homework with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good idea. Yeah, but now all of them are pretty happy.
But I mean, now just you gotta do the
now
homework.
I just gotta do it. Listen, guys. Yeah, I kind of want at some point my blog from high school. I had transcribed my gratitude journal from next to my bed into blog posts.
Oh, I love
and it's
that.
Like, gratitude 531 to 551, and they would have like all 20 of those.
Oh my God.
And I would love to look back and maybe just sit with it either like on the podcast or just on my own to be like, what still remains true? How was I looking at the world back then?
Yeah, I love that. I think we should definitely, when Samara gets back, we're bringing gratitude journals.
I think we should start our things with the
podcast with it?
Yeah,
I love that.
some gratitude.
Maybe we'll end it this time with that too.
Yeah.
And I like that you said that too, because I was thinking like when you give your clients those homework assignments, I feel like even for me, if my therapist were to say that, like, yeah, I can write it and it may give me some meaning, but I think when you really talk to someone else about it and explain it, like if I was like, I'm really grateful for my cats, and let's say you're like, oh, like where did you get them? How did you guys get close? Like just having conversations just makes it feel more in depth.
Yes,
too.
and especially with, I mean, how do I say this? Especially with people who are genuinely curious and want to like hear and know. But anybody will do. But I'm just saying, like with a therapist who like should be genuinely caring about what you're saying. There's a lot of value to that.
I'm excited.
You're excited.
I'm excited
What
for
are
the
you
gratitude, just for all of it.
I don't even know. Let's see. It is 5:13. What?
Oh my gosh!
Have we been talking that long?
It didn't feel like
Not
that.
at all.
It's funny. I looked at my side and I realized I couldn't read the clock on my peripheral, so I gave up. So I was like, I have no
That's
idea
so
what
funny.
time
Margaret
it is.
and I, we recorded a podcast last week, our mini episode, as you saw, and it was only 20 minutes. But we were convinced that it was longer. Like, our internal clock was so thrown off. And now, it feels like it's only been 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's been 45.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Bonkers. Time is
Because last week I really thought, I wouldn't say it was a full hour, but I was like, oh, probably 40 minutes.
Yeah, right.
20. I was like, oh.
No. So, everything is strange.
It is so strange.
So, Margaret, since you were so excited about the gratitude, and we're wrapping up towards the end, why don't we end with some gratitude?
Okay. Is there a certain number? Can I just go? I mean...
Close your eyes. And you, listener at home, can do this too. And just, like, breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And yeah, you could just list a couple things you're grateful for. A couple is two in my language.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for this community that I have at work. I feel like I always say that, but I really am happy to have a place that's like a home away from home. And I'm grateful for my mom. She popped in my mind. I talk to her like every day, and she's like one of my best friends, and we've remained so close, and I'm so happy for that.
I'm honestly grateful for just feeling the carpet underneath my hand right now. Like, to have my awareness towards somewhere else that isn't directly inside my head. It's really nice. It's like every time I stretch, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this whenever. I have a body. I'm grateful for, I can build off of that. I'm grateful for this moment with you.
Oh.
I'm glad I get to end my work day with this and just be present. What are you grateful for, listener?
Yes.
Put your hand on your heart and say those out loud. Yeah.
I don't know why when I did the deep breathing, I just got really tired, like in a good way though. I was like,
yeah,
that was good. Again, moment to moment, just doing something little. I don't know.
Were you tight before?
I don't know. Maybe I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I was.
And then you're just like,
yeah. I think also, and I like that you did it because you didn't tell me. You just went right into breathing and caught me off guard. And I was like, oh, okay. And I don't know, just like being in that like moment, I was like, this is nice. And then your voice changed too, and it was all soft. I was like, ooh, this is nice.
That's right. We got some vocal training over here.
Yes.
I did a couple self-help books on Audible, everybody. And a really cool romance novel.
Did you really?
I did. It's called Bittersweet.
I'm gonna have to listen.
It was my first one, so you can hear like some of the background noise because it was my, like figuring out how to edit in the studio or whatever. But the author loved it. She said her and her daughter cried when they listened to it.
Oh my gosh!
And it's really cool listening to my audition for it and then the final product of like, oh wow, I really ended up like embodying these characters. But the first one was still really good. Yeah.
That is so cool.
What?
That you got to like be a voiceover for a book.
Yeah, it was really cool, and the chapters rotated between male and female.
Did you change your voice?
A little bit, but not so drastic. Just like a little bit lower.
I'm too intrigued by this. This will be a whole hour podcast.
Yeah, I can give you. I got free promo codes. I think that I can give to you.
No, I love it.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks everyone for joining, and also, I mean, trying to think. I mean, comment on whatever. You know, this is still.
I love it.
I love it. Comment on whatever. It's brand new. We want to hear what you guys think, or any other topics that you want us to talk about, or even things of like, I want more of talking about this, or guys, please do a little bit less of this.
Yeah. Oh, I heard Margaret. You mentioned that one thing, but you guys didn't expand on it. Or
Right.
Olivia, you do audiobooks? What? Like, please. We're just rolling by the seat of our pants.
I think that's right. I would say rolling with the punches.
Rolling with the punches for
Seat your
roll up
pants.
in.
For roll up in. For roll up.
It's fine.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, arriving at our podcast. We appreciate you. We're so excited to see what this becomes. And we'll be back next week.
We are. I hope you guys have a great week and take a moment for yourselves.
Yeah. What are you grateful for?
Right.